Big Brother Australia, season 16, episode 10, and I absolutely hate myself for agreeing with Bruce. The housemates are still doing the shopping task where they work in a 24-hour fast food restaurant. Some of them are called to get ready. Bruce is still lying in bed even though it's his job to answer the phone. Coco's in the diary room and Big Brother's saying, "How's things with you and Bruce?" And she's saying, "Oh, you know, we just sat up talking, no big deal." She's in complete and utter denial. The phone starts ringing and Bruce is still in bed. And I'm thinking, oh my god, they better answer that phone or they're going to fail straight away. Like, let's be honest. We knew that they were going to fail, right? But there was some glimmer of hope, I suppose. Bruce finally answered the phone and his eyes were hardly open. And Big Brother's like, "Oh, can I get a cheeseburger with no cheese, a chocolate milkshake, no, a banana milkshake?" And it was like changing all its order and everything. And I did kind of feel sorry for Bruce, but at the same time, I was like, why did they just let him lie in bed when they were all ready and up and dressed for work? I just says, "Bitch, if we're up and ready and in the kitchen, be up and ready. If Abby can get out of bed at 5 a.m. to make bread, you can get up." Then Bruce was in the diary room and Big Brother was saying, "Oh, how is things? How are you getting on not getting to know Coco?" And he says, "Not well." Now, regardless of the things that I say about Bruce and the things I've said about him in the past, at least he's being honest. And before I press record on this video, I was thinking, I don't like him, right? But he's not sitting with Coco saying, "I want this to turn into a relationship." He's trying not to give her false hope, even though they're all about physical touch and that's it, and they're not trying to get to know each other, and they're just shutting off their feelings and all this other shit that they're talking to themselves. But at least in the diary room, Bruce is saying, "You know what? Things are not going as planned." And although I don't like the fact that he's saying, "Oh, me and Coco can have a flirt, but I can't really flirt with her because she's got kids, so she can go." While I think that that is absolutely horrific behaviour, again, at least he's been honest about it. Now, I might not like what he has to say, but I admire his honesty. Later, it's Bruce's turn to make the food and he's in the kitchen with Jane and he's thinking, "Ha ha ha, you'll not be running away from me now." And he addresses the situation for the night before. He says, "I think you're immature, like the way you attacked us and then you wouldn't listen to us and then you just got up and walked away." And then Jane, do you know what, see when she talks, I don't even listen to her because she just absolutely grates me. I can't stand her. She said, "You disrespect me," and he says, "I disrespect you because I don't like you." Yes. Finally, this is what we need. This is what Big Brother needs. They need people who are going to say, "I am like this with you because I don't like you, because I can't stand you." See all this, "Oh, you know what, we're very similar people. Oh, do you know what, maybe we just wouldn't talk on the outside." Like, no, I just don't like you. It's as simple as that. He was in the diary room saying, "She disrespected me, she disrespected my mates, and I don't allow people to do it." And I was like, yes, Bruce. Yes. As I was cheering him on, I was so fucking annoyed at myself because we remember the comments that he made at the start of the season about, "Oh, the cavemen went out and hunted and the women stayed at home with the kids." Fuck up. Absolutely fuck up. And then he kept on making these comments about women, and then all of a sudden he did a 180 and he said, "No, I don't mind looking after the kids, I don't mind doing this and this and this." Because he wants into somebody's pants, clearly. Now, the problem is that while he's saying all this stuff, he's saying it very convincingly, and I'm actually starting to believe it, so I'm fucking annoyed at myself now. Like, is he a misogynist or not? Does he want a trad wife or not? Does he like Coco or not? I don't fucking know. Honestly, he's absolutely gaslighting the shit out of me. Meanwhile, Emily's in the kitchen. She's touching her hair. She's going up and down. She obviously doesn't like conflict. And I must admit, right, I don't mind conflict with people. I don't mind having arguments with people. I don't mind people really fucking having gigantic, massive arguments with me. But I feel uncomfortable as well when people argue in front of me. But I don't fidget or anything. I just kind of sit and think, here we go. I get that Mia was probably just trying to be nice or stand up for Jane or whatever, But she said she didn't think it was right that Bruce just shouted at Jane. Well, do you know what, Mia? I don't think it's right that Jane called the boys to the table and gave them a fucking lecture as if she was a head teacher of a school and spoke to them like shit, didn't let them respond, and then stormed away, and then was like, oh, as a woman, fuck up. See, if I'd have been in that house, I'd have said, Jane, don't speak for me. Don't fucking speak for me. Aye, okay, I don't like people farting on you and all the rest of it, but don't come out here and try and represent all women, because I think you're an absolute fucking boot. They got the results to the task. Is anybody surprised that they got 2 stars? Bless them. I mean, the task wasn't exactly that easy, but it also wasn't that hard. It really just depends. If you're not used to being in a job where you take orders and you've got to remember stuff, then, you know, it's different. If that was your job all the time, it would be fine. But then they're only allowed to say it once over the mic, then they're only allowed to say it in the kitchen and then give it to the driver, and it was pretty hard, but do you know what? It was fine. They were told that they had $120 between them for the shopping budget. Last week they had $200 and something, but I think Abby was talking to Holly about what to buy, and she says don't buy veg because we get that in rations. So it's not as if they're going to get this shopping budget and that's all they've got. They do have basic rations as well. Holly was saying, I'm going for pure protein. How much protein does she think that you can buy for $120? I would like to know what the rations are. This is what I need for Big Brother. I need full transparency. This is their shopping budget. This is what they have. This is their rations. Because they're obviously going to have like rice, oats, tuna. Like for some reason they always give them tuna. Like I want to know exactly what's in their ration box. Because it's just, well, I just find it interesting to be honest. And also, see if they've got tuna and they've got porridge and rice and stuff, and they're moaning, I'm starving. I think, fuck up. You've got hundreds of food there. When Holly was in doing the shopping, I actually thought, for what we seen, she was doing alright. But she says, oh, avocados are $1. Is it just me? Like, is $1 not good for an avocado? I thought avocados were like £3 or something each. I don't really eat them. I think they're fucking stinking. Bruce said sorry to Jane because of the way he addressed her and the way he spoke to her, but he says, oh, I'm going to be a hypocrite later, so he obviously has got something planned to tell her. When Bruce and Coco were lying on the couch cuddling, the voiceover says, Bruce and Coco continue to not get to know each other. Big Brother Australia cracks me up. It was time for dinner, and Connor had put out 2 bowls for everybody, and Holly only took a tiny wee amount, right? And they started talking about love, like, what was your first love? Who was your first love? And, like, Abby was saying, oh, I was obsessed with my mum until she died when I was 13. Coco was saying her mum, and they were going round, right, and it was like a nice wee moment. But then Colin says, oh, I want to address the situation with me and Holly. And I was like, this is not the time. This is not really the time, right? But he was saying, oh, like, we got each other straight away, and they were talking about having learning difficulties or something, and he says like they really relate to each other and stuff, and the rest of the house were like, aye, that's good, like we can see now, like there's something there, like she's not just using them. And then the phone rang. So a couple of hours before this, I was talking to somebody, they were DMing me on TikTok, and they says, what episode you on? I'm watching them on the phone, and I says, oh, I haven't seen them on the phone yet, and they says, no, it's on live. So what's good about the Big Brother Australia Live is that when they're on the phone, you can actually hear what they're hearing on the phone. It's not just them standing talking. I absolutely fucking love Big Brother Australia. And Coco got to speak to her kids. It was very emotional. To be honest, I thought she was going to be a wee bit emotional, like more than that, but I think she was in shock. But then Bruce was in the diary room and he was saying, oh no, it was like really great that she got to speak to her kids and stuff, but it's now put that doubt in again, like as if he'd forgot that she had kids. So I was like, And to be fair, right, I've got a shake because I wouldn't date somebody that had 3 kids. So I actually cannot say anything, but again, I don't know if I trust them or not. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and also, do you think that Holly has been too harsh with the housemates and bossing them around, or do you think that Connor's been too harsh on her? Because I haven't managed to catch a lot of the live, just wee bits here and there. And I can't wait for the next episode. Bye!